Next up we have Paladin. Oh boy, Paladin. They went with a pretty interesting direction this time. However, we're starting off with, oh god, Murgurgle. 2 mana, 2/1, Prime. Divine Shield. So, 2 mana, 2/1, Divine Shield, pretty solid, right? Like, it's a bit of a weaker shielded minibot, but still pretty good. Like, you would play this in most decks, even in Standard. Death Rattle, shuffle the... So, wow, I can't really say that word. Shuffle the Prime into your deck. What is the Prime? It's an 8 mana 6/3 Murloc with Divine Shield. Battlecry, summon 4 random Murlocs. Give him Divine Shield. That's a lot of stats with protection. So, pretty good minion, pretty strong minion. Not a very exciting one, but it definitely gets the job done. You know, it's a pretty great finisher. It's a great arena card, definitely. Definitely what you want in your turn 2. Definitely what you want as a finisher. All-star arena card. And I think it will still see play in Standard, just because it's really cheap and really efficient. Definitely a good card. Oh boy, next up we have Lady Liadrin. 7 mana 4/6 legendary. Battlecry, add a copy of each spell you cast on friendly characters this game to your hand. Oh boy, this is exciting, right? You know, Paladin, this expansion is all about librams, and most of them are targeted. So you get to use their effects again, which are really powerful. You know, like stat-wise, it's not very impressive, especially because it doesn't have taunt. Like 7 mana for a 4/6 that has no immediate board impact is a big ask. So, I mean, hopefully you're in a comfortable enough board position that you're allowed to play this card and not die. But, I mean, if you get to that, it's really good. It's a lot of value, for sure. So, definitely a lot of potential. Let's just hope that it works. In Arena, not as good. No, 7 mana 4/6, again without taunt. Yeah, it's not a good arena card. Like, if you get buffs, sure. Like, if this is a late pick and you have like 2 buffs in your deck, this may be worth it. Otherwise, no. No. It's... the stats are just too low. Next up, we have a weapon. 3 mana 3/2, Underlight Angling Rod. After your hero attacks, add a random Murloc to your hand. Okay, it's a value generator. They're really pushing Murlocs in Paladin still. It's a bit weird how they just trickle them in, like 1 or 2 a time. I mean, you can make a pretty good wild Murloc deck, but I mean, you already have the anything can happen deck, and I think that's pro. They're not making anything more powerful than that, I think, ever. At least I don't foresee it, so... I don't know. I mean, you can get the legendary from here, but... I mean... it's a War Axe, right? With upside, so... it's a great arena card, definitely. Awesome weapon that gives you value. Excellent arena card. In Standard, though, I don't see it. Like... yeah, the effect is too random, even if you want to combo anything. Like, yeah, I don't see it, but great in Arena, so there's that. Okay, now we get to the librams, the new spells for Paladin, which I really enjoy, because I played WoW when librams were a thing, and I really enjoyed collecting them all. So, oh man, this is expensive, right? 9 mana, restore 8 health. Summon an 8/8 Guardian with Taunt and Divine Shield. Well, 9 mana, you summon an 8/8 Taunt Divine Shield. I mean, Spider not the spider tank, the tank. I believe it's an 8 cost 7/7. It's currently in arena, right? The mech. Yeah, this is one more mana for taunt, and you restore 8 health. I mean, this is good. It's a good card. In arena, in standard, it needs a lot of support, which it will get. So it still has a lot of potential, you know, to. But is it gonna be enough against Demon Hunter? That's the big question. Because I mean, even if you get this to 6 mana, I mean, with all the reduction you had, with all the cards you had to play before that, whew, oh boy, this is still. You're gonna be. It may work. You know, we'll see. You know, Paladin has some tools to survive still, so you may be fine still. It may just be enough. We'll see. Good in arena, has potential in standard. Now, this card is very, very interesting. Like, you can't really play the librams without it. It's one of your cornerstones of the new style of Paladin. It's a Aldor Truth Seeker. 4 mana. I wish it was 4 mana. 5 mana, 4/6 taunt. So pretty good, you know. So it's decent. It gets the job done. But Battlecry reduced the cost of your librams by 2 this game. All your librams. So I believe that the ones you get back from Liadrin are also going to be discounted. So that's a pretty big effect. It's a pretty good effect. And it's in a decent enough body. Like, it's not nothing too, you know, exciting, but the Battlecry is pretty good. And it gets the job done. So, pretty solid card. If a Libram deck is going to work, it's going to be on the back of this guy. So, pretty good. In arena, still good enough. 5 mana, 4/6 taunt is good. So, pretty good in arena too. Oh, now this card. This, I believe, is going to be an arena all-star. And it might just be good enough in standard too. Libram of Wisdom. 2 mana spell, give a minion +1/+1, and Death Rattle, add a Libram of Wisdom spell to your hand. And yeah, all the librams can get discounted, so this is a pretty good, almost permanent buff to your board by 1, unless the minion gets silenced. So awesome card, really great to snowball. Can't really go wrong with this one. Pretty good. Oh, now we have the Imprisoned Sungill. 1 mana, 2/1. Dormant for 2 turns. When this awakens, summon 2 1/1 Murlocs. So it's a 1 mana, do nothing, and by turn 3 you get the power of 3/4 in play. Is that good? If played on turn 1, yes, it's very good. The later the game gets though, this card becomes really irrelevant. So, if you want to build an aggro deck, you may consider playing this card. Otherwise, I don't really see it being that relevant. Like, it's good enough for arena, right? It's like a 3 mana 4/3, except delayed. But it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, depending on the board states and how likely your opponent is to have a board clear. It's probably one of the least exciting of the dormants. But it's still a good card, I'd say. It's an average card. Okay, yeah, let's go with average. Now this is a pretty solid card. 2 mana 2/3, good stats. Battlecry, reduce the cost of your librams by 1 this game. So mix this guy with the previous one, and your librams become real cheap, real fast. Add to that the starts are pretty reasonable, and you have the beginnings of a really interesting archetype. So, definitely gonna see experimentation in the Libram build. Hopefully it's good enough, like a tier 2 deck. Maybe. In arena, Pretty solid card, can't really go wrong with it. Okay, now this one is really powerful. It's Libram of Justice. 6 mana, equip a 1/4 weapon, change the health of all enemy minions to 1. So this is a one-sided equality for 6, which I think is pretty fair, pretty good, and you get a 1/4 weapon, which will allow you to immediately trade with one of their minions. So this is an insane arena card, obviously, and it's still pretty good in standard, right? Even without the reduction, it's still pretty good board control, especially in a swarm type deck. Like, I can even see this being run in an aggro Paladin deck, just because you have all those 1/1s and 2/2s running around that can just, get stuck against a big taunt, and then suddenly, one card, you remove their big taunt, you get to push a lot of damage, you win the game. So, really solid card, excellent arena, excellent in standard, thumbs up. One of the better Paladin cards for sure. Okay, speaking of one of the better Paladin cards, we have Hunt of Adal. 2 mana spell, give a minion +2/+2, draw a card. I mean, what's not to like about it, right? You're Paladin, you're always going to have a minion. This card cycles itself. 5 stars. Just like that. Insane arena card. Pretty good in standard too, especially in combo decks or in aggro decks. It's just that good. Not much else to say. Awesome. And that's it for Paladin. Pretty interesting expansion for Paladin, actually. A completely different approach, which I like. Some of these approaches work, some of these don't, but at least they're trying different things. Like, unfortunately, hand buff for Paladin didn't really get there. Dragon Paladin didn't really get there, but this time, I think they may have just found the right tools to make a new Paladin archetype. Really exciting. Can't wait to try them out.